need some help.
I know. I'm going to CashNetUSA.com, and if approved, we can have the money in our account as soon as the same business day.
Go to CashNetUSA.com to apply for the money you need.
How does Klein Inspector get among the most big verdicts and settlements of any law firm in the country? Because Klein Inspector is an award-winning team with 5 doctor lawyers, the most of any firm in the United States. And that's why the New York Times calls Klein Inspector a powerhouse law firm. So if a defective product, motor vehicle accident, or medical malpractice caused a catastrophic injury, call Klein Inspector.
We can't feel our cholesterol working, but it's there, quietly playing a role in our heart health every day. Dose for Cholesterol makes supporting it easy. A clinically backed formula that supports healthy cholesterol levels. Dose. Support the system that supports you.
What will you do when the power goes out? Power outages can be unpredictable and inconvenient, but with a Generac home standby generator, your life goes on uninterrupted because you'll have power when you need it the most. Special financing and low monthly payment options are available, and if you call now, you will also receive a free 5-year warranty valued at over $500. Call or go online now to request your free quote. Power your life with Generac.
The Green Lantern needs to be fearless.
The time has come.
Whatever happens next, don't be afraid.
Who thought a show about O.J. Simpson pranking people would be a good idea?
The prank show was a front to try to get O.J.'s confession.
Legitimacy, Exploitation of Evil, an ID documentary event, September 7th on ID.
If you've been in an accident that wasn't your fault, well, your favorite attorney has a message for you. Collision, calamity, catastrophe? Are you innocent, faultless, above reproach? If you want money, you need an attorney. You need a bulldog. But finding one, it's laborious, it's strenuous, it's stupefying. That's why you gotta call the number on your screen now. They'll help you connect to a legal expert. You have questions, they have answers. They know the legalese, the lingo, the jargon, and the argot. They'll even tell you how much money your case could be worth. 300,000, 2 million, 86,491, all sorts of numbers. Slip and falls, work accidents, car, truck, bus, motorcycle, motorbike, e-bike, tandem bike. These bulldogs will make sure people pay. And if you don't get paid, the attorneys don't get paid, and I don't get paid. So I compel you, I implore you, I beseech you to pick up that phone and call now to see what your case could be worth.
800-515-5706.
I've been many places, I've seen many things.
This is the best travel show.
At your service, sir.
December 1999. 3 violent escaped cons are on the run. But as they start to celebrate their prison break, a Denver police officer pulls in behind them.
The officer hits his siren and his lights on us. Well, I was nervous. It was going to be a shootout.
They prepare to fight for their lives. The officer suddenly swings to the left and drives right past. But as they breathe a sigh of relief, the Colorado Department of Corrections starts combing the streets of Denver. They know both Martinez and Cerna are from the area, and they're starting to search the very neighborhood they are headed to.
They generally gravitate to where they can find some resources. They're going to be looking for some money. They're going to be looking for someone to stay with. So they're going to go to the only people they know, their friends. In this case, other gang members.
Yeah, for real, man. It's good to be back, man.
Martinez, Cerna, and Rousseau hook up with fellow gang members to get clothes and money.
Yeah, they got me, though. I got after them.
And they start to plan their next move.
There was really no plan after getting out of prison. The plan was me and my friend were going our way, and the other guys were going their way.
But
once we got out, everything just changed. So Mexico just came up. Well, I figured maybe I could go to Mexico for a while and then maybe let it cool down.
After 48 hours on the lam, Martinez, Serna, and Lucero decide they need to get out of Denver. Serna has family in Juarez, Mexico, and they know this will be a safe hideout. They make the 700-mile trip to Mexico without any problems. Carrying guns and marijuana, they cross the border without getting stopped.
Now in Mexico, the police drive around with their lights flashing all night. And then here, anytime you see lights in the U.S. is because you're getting pulled over, so it was kind of nervous.
Under the cover of darkness, they make their way to Serna's relative's home.
We woke up the next morning and walked out that house. We were like the poorest part of Mexico. House was out of cardboard. Dirt roads, no pavement. Some houses don't even get water. And we were free. That's when I really felt that I was free. I made it.
Martinez knows that Mexico is a fugitive's paradise.
Juarez is notorious as a place to go, to hide out, to escape the law. This has gone on since the 19th century because it's a huge anonymous city with hundreds and hundreds, really thousands of almost anonymous barrios that you could just disappear into.
So once we crossed that border, we knew we were gone. We were good. We were free. Happy. And now it's just the start of a whole new life.
To successfully stay on the run in Mexico, they know they need to split up. The three of them together draw unwanted attention.
Now everybody in Mexico know that we're not from Mexico because of our accent, so they know you're on the run, especially with tattoos, and they know we're from the streets. So everybody knew we were on the run, but they didn't know for what.
Lucero doesn't speak any Spanish. He knows he won't last in Juarez. After 2 weeks in Mexico, he decides to return to Colorado.
We received information through Crime Stoppers that he was in a hotel in the Colorado Springs area, and in fact, that hotel was within yards of our headquarters offices for the Department of Corrections.
December 31st, 1999. Authorities make the arrest. Lucero is put back behind bars, while the Department of Corrections starts closing in on Martinez and Serna.
Through intelligence information that we gathered early on, we believe that these guys may have fled to Mexico. As we developed more information, we realized that they were in Juarez, Mexico. We actually utilized Marshal Services assistance to have someone across the border take pictures of the residence where we believe that Gonzalo was staying. We had those photos. We pinpointed approximately where he was.
Meanwhile, Martinez and Serna know they need Mexican papers for their cover.
Everything has a price in Mexico, everything. There's people that sell you a birth certificate. There's people that sell you an ID, a visa. You could even go to the regular offices and buy a real legit visa under the counter.
They find a Mexican gang member willing to sell papers. For $50 each, they become Mexican citizens. Martinez and Serna also have another form of security. International law prohibits the Department of Corrections from going to Mexico to bring them back. They have to wait for them to cross the border or commit a crime while in Mexico. Martinez and Serna know this and are laying low, working honest jobs at a call center.
I had no reason to be worried about living on the run. I was covered in all areas. What Mexican authorities was not worried about me. And U.S. authorities can't just go in there and grab you.
Once he crossed that border, there was certainly a cushion there. He wasn't being chased. We can't just run down and go down to get someone or find them or take our fugitive hunt down there.
April 2000. Serna's family is having legal problems back in Colorado. He decides he has to go back.
Within a few days of his arrival in Denver, rumors spread that he's back in town. He hides out with fellow gang members.
We did a surveillance operation in Denver utilizing the resources that we have there. We had SWAT team available. We set up a perimeter. We did determine that he was inside the residence. He was spooked, and he jumped over a back fence. He jumped over the back fence before we were able to put all our resources in place, and so we had a foot chase. And he finally jumped out onto a street, over a fence, right into the arms of the Denver SWAT team.
After 6 months on the run, Serna is cornered and captured. While Serna is thrown behind bars, Martinez is existing in a state of squalor. He's living in a small shack with no running water or electricity, and he misses the comforts he had in Colorado. He decides to resort to what he knows best.
Selling drugs was the only life I knew. The only way to gain money on. That's what I did since I was 13 years old. Working, you don't get paid enough down there. You could live, but you just don't live luxury. Working on this job wasn't going to do it. I just quit the job all the way because I wake up at 8 in the morning.
April 2000. Martinez starts out small, dealing drugs at Juarez clubs to American college students.
There was a lot of partying going on. A lot of partying, strip clubs, women, just blowing money, spend it as you make it. And it just led to bigger things.
Over time, he's dealing where the stakes are unforgiving.
It's a very violent role, and basically the punishment for losing a load of drugs, or if you're suspected of losing them, is death. And people are murdered, they're burned, they're put in barrels full of acid, their fingers are chopped off. The tortures are just unimaginable. And a lot of people are just picked up off the streets and disappeared, and then are never heard from again.
As Martinez's drug dealing grows, so do his connections with the local police.
The police are involved in the drug game also. I've partied with these guys, you know. I've even known their wives, their families. I could buy a card off of a lieutenant or whatever, a high rank. And he'll, on the back of the card, he'll sign, he'll say, "This is my nephew or my cousin. If you arrest him, please call me or let him go." So it's a get out of jail free card.
Those kind of connections are critical to surviving in Mexico if you're engaged in illegal activity or fleeing the law. That meant he could circulate freely, as if he were a Mexican citizen, as if he were not a wanted criminal. He could live a normal life, because if he got into any trouble, he'd just flash his card.
After a couple of months selling drugs in the streets, Martinez gets tapped by a major drug dealer to start running marijuana over the border. He's now pulling in $60,000 a week.
Pretty much sending at least 200 pounds in the car on a weekly basis. Sometimes some fall, some don't make it. Sometimes they get caught. And so you take losses.
December 2000. After a year on the run, Martinez decides to cross the border with a female friend and her family. They're heading into El Paso to get dinner. But Martinez only has Mexican papers. He's hoping to get across with just his English-speaking skills.
We get up to the line, and I'm nervous. Because at the same time I'm thinking, man, my freedom is on the line. You know, I'm trying to cross with these girls just to cross for really no reason.
They pull up to the U.S. border, and the officer asks for Martinez's ID. Martinez states that he's an American and the son of one of the women in the car. He explains that they were in Juarez to eat dinner and were returning home. The Border Patrol agent doesn't buy it.
He says, "Well, I can't let you cross." So he takes me off the car and he grabs me by my arm. As soon as the door closed. I heard the closing of the door. My mind right away snapped to my survival mode. I'm looking at the roof. I'm looking at everything. I'm trying to find a way out of that door. And I'm trying to avoid that fingerprint machine because once they fingerprint me, I know it's all gonna come up.
He's taken straight to the fingerprint scanner.
So I was gonna do whatever it took. It wasn't gonna deter what I was planning on doing to him, but I needed to get out of there.
Oh man, I gotta go to the bathroom, man.
I know I can't let myself get fingerprinted. So I told him, hey officer, I need to use the bathroom. Well, you can't hold it? I said, I gotta use number 2. I already had to go before we came. I said, I can't hold it, I need to go for real.
The Border Patrol officer agrees to let Martinez use the outdoor bathroom.
As soon as he pressed that code on that door, it opens. I just got a relief, and I just knew I had to fight now. You know, I'm gonna have to hit this guy and get away free and run.
Martinez has talked his way out of the holding area, but now he has to make a desperate move to stay on the run.
My little girl loves wearing princess dresses almost every day. Irma has high-risk neuroblastoma. It was really hard to see our sunny, bright little girl hurting. St. Jude touches the lives of so many kids. And so even though her prognosis is still scary, we have a lot of hope.
Every minute matters for the children at St. Jude. Please call, go online, or scan the QR code right now and give $19 a month to make a difference.
When your kid has cancer, just the stress and just the worry is definitely the hardest part. And seeing my wife's heart broken.
Please don't wait. For just $19 a month, you can make a difference in the lives of these kids. Families never receive a bill from St. Jude for treatment, travel, housing, or food, so they can focus on helping their child live. Become a partner in hope today.
It's so hard as a mom to just watch and not be able to help. But even though it's so hard and it's hard to feel blessed in this, we're so blessed to be here at St. Jude.
He was a healthy little boy running around, playing all the time. Childhood cancer is absolutely crushing. Hope is coming in these walls every day as he fights the battle of his life.
Join with your credit or debit card for only $19 a month, and we'll send you this St. Jude t-shirt you can proudly wear to show your support. The search for cures must continue, because 1 in 5 children diagnosed with cancer in the U.S. will not survive. Your support helps bring hope to families facing childhood cancer.
The donations and the research is saving our daughter's life. St. Jude, they lift you and carry you on the days that you can't.
They give us lots of love and made me feel like I had 2 homes, kinda. St. Jude and my home.
You can make a difference. Help St. Jude find more cures for more children. Call, go online, or scan the QR code with your gift. Become a partner in hope today. Please donate now.
What will you do when the power goes out? Power outages can be unpredictable and inconvenient, but with a Generac home standby generator, your life goes on uninterrupted, because when your Generac detects a power outage, it automatically powers up, giving your family the security and peace of mind they deserve.
We don't have to worry about whether we lose power or not. If the utility company does not come through, our Generac does.
After the hurricane happened, we just want to be prepared for anything.
8 out of 10 home generators are Generac, with thousands of satisfied customers.
The number one thing to prepare for is extended power outages. Don't make it so hard on yourself.
have a Generac home standby generator.
And owning a generator is easier than ever. Special financing and low monthly payment options are available. And if you call now, you will also receive a free 5-year warranty valued at over $500. Call or go online now to request your free quote.
The Green Lantern needs to be fearless.
The time has come.
Whatever happens next,
Don't be afraid.
Gonzalo Martinez is on the run after escaping from prison. But he's risking it all to try and cross the Mexican border into El Paso.
oh man, I got a bathroom.
Martinez is quick on his feet and tells the Border Patrol agent that he has to use the bathroom. It's just the break he needs.
Let's get his hand and he gets loose and I just take off running. Back across the border. I'm running back to Mexico.